Well, it is National Burger Month, and Smashburgers are sizzling their way onto grills across Wisconsin. Maybe you could hear some of the sizzle during the show.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, Susan and I were like, oh, it smells really good. We have some Smashburgers.
Yeah.
Kind Horkan with the Beef Council is here. These are very popular, and people might wonder, how do I make them? They're easier than you'd think.
They are. They're quicker too, because you're kind of, well, you're smashing them so they're thinner, so they take less time than a regular burger patty. So instead of making a burger patty, you kind of make a nice big ball.
Yes.
So now this recipe is called Slinger Smashburgers. It makes 6 because I take a pound of ground beef, but then I add in a cup of shredded potatoes.
Oh.
And I actually just bought the shredded hash browns right from the supermarket, but you could definitely make your own out of some potato.
Your burgers and fries in one bite.
Yeah, you are. Your fries are right in there. And then there's some diced onion in here too. So by adding those other ingredients, you can make 6 patties instead of 4.
Okay.
So I got a nice hot skillet, but yeah, perfect for if you have one of those big griddles that are becoming really popular. This is a great way to do burgers on that.
Season them?
So season a little kosher salt and pepper.
You leave them in ball form until...
Leave them in ball form. Just a little bit, kind of let them get a little bit of sear, like 10 to 30 seconds. And then I don't have a fancy burger press like we were talking about. I got my little spatula, and then I use a wood one for leverage. And get it nice and flat.
I don't have a weight either, so I sprayed the bottom of a pot with Pam and did it that way. Yeah. So like you can get creative, whatever you have.
You can get creative. Don't have to go out and spend more money. Get creative. Get something heavy. Now, give these a couple minutes. Get that nice sear on the bottom. Then flip them over. Give them a couple more minutes. You can always still use your meat thermometer, too, to make sure you get them to 160. But I've been doing about 2 minutes a side, and then I'll cover them for the second side.
And do you want people to just kind of leave them alone? Like, because you want that char on the bottom.
You do,
so you don't want to move them around.
But you know what? You can go back in and smash them again.
Okay.
And I'm using 80-20. And you can do 85-15, so a little bit higher fat content than your traditional burger on the grill because you're smashing it out.
Okay.
But it is staying in your pan, so it works out okay.
And then we have some fun things.
We have a coney sauce to go on top, which has got a lot of flavor. It's got chili powder in it. It's got ground beef in it. Yeah, it is a little spicy. We're adding more beef in it. It's got some onions, some tomato sauce. Kind of looks thick like this. Takes about 30 minutes to make, but make that ahead of time. I just stored it in a mason jar, reheated it, put this on top of my done burgers, and then there's a fried egg on top.
Okay.
And some cheese. Of course, don't forget I got some just shredded Italian blend cheese. So you've got your burger with your fries already in it, your hash browns, you've got your cheese, you've got an egg, and you've got that rich, hearty tomato coney sauce. It's a lot going on, but it's definitely worth it.
This might be a good Sunday morning burger after a game or a big night, or
Bloody Mary might be perfect with this. So beeftips.com is our Wisconsin Beef Council website. Click right on As Seen on TV like you always do, and I've got links to this smash burger plus a lot more smash burgers for you to try.
And these are fun, so yeah, give them a try. Your guests will be impressed. And as always, tell them that you worked really, really hard and spent hours in the kitchen. All right, always good to see you. Thank you, Angie.
You too, Brady.
Well, now to the first